largely from Christians nowadays from Africa.
Do we have pagans?
Huh?
Do we have pagans?
I'm not offhand, I don't remember, but in every country these figures are not secrets.
Okay.
They're open, they're published, they're announced, and every year they're announced on Jalsa Salana through television to all the world. So there is nothing, no hanky-panky going on under the surface, I assure you. We are proud of our honesty and truth, and we do not hide things from the rest of the world. You know, once I was warned by somebody that you are announcing the successes of Ahmadiyyat in large numbers on television, and you know there are very powerful governments against Ahmadiyyat. They would begin to influence those countries, and they will start a counter movement, and you may lose whatever you have gained. So please don't tell these figures. Like you suspected, perhaps we would hide these figures. I said, no. It is God who is doing it, and how can they frustrate the designs of God? Let them do whatever they please. I am going to tell the whole world the blessings of Allah which are being showered upon us. And I quoted one verse of the Holy Quran, particularly admonishing us to adopt such an attitude. In one verse in Surah Duha, Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is ordered by Allah, وَأَمَّا بِنِعْمَةِ رَبِّكَ فَحَدِّثْ. When God shows His blessings to you, showers His blessings upon you, don't keep them to yourself. Announce them, broadcast them, hadith, relate them to others. So I said, this is the instruction to my holy master. So through him, I am also to follow the same instruction. So I will not hide things from enemies, lest they should do us harm. Let them do whatever they please. Please.
All right.
Thank you.
Your Holiness, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Your Holiness, my question has been a long, burden one on me. My question to you, Your Holiness, is there any verse in the Holy Quran that says a woman is unfit to rule? For example,
a woman cannot rule?
Cannot rule. For example, their organization.
Understand.
Their leader with special reference to
exactly on the contrary. There are verses in the Holy Quran which tell us that not only a woman is fit to rule, but sometimes fittest to rule. Her one single opinion against all the elders under her is superior to them. This is the verdict of the Quran. In reference to Malika Saba, when Solomon, Hazrat Solomon, who is understood to be a king by the Jews and Christians, but we believe him to be a prophet of Allah, when he sent a message to the Queen of Sheba that I advise you to submit. Don't raise arms against my army. You'll be crushed and you will destroy your country. So accept this when this is peace. When she sought advice from her elders, all of them with one accord advised her to not to be cowed by this message. He said, we are very great warriors, and we will fight it out. All men were wrong, according to the verdict of the Quran. That one woman was right. He said, no, I've heard you, but he is right, Solomon is right. And she said, when great kings enter a people, a country, what they do is they turn their nobles into their means. Meanly people. And they turn their lowly people into their nobles. I don't want that to happen to this country. So what a wise advice and what a wonderful tribute to her wisdom. After that, I am surprised from where do the mullahs, the non-Ahmadi scholars, draw their authority when they claim that Islam does not permit a woman to rule. Right?
Yes,
Thank you.
At least I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Fatmata Binta.
I'm very, very pleased to meet you.
Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.
Allah bless. Wa alaikum salam.
My name is Maki Sheikh.
Maki?
Maki Sheikh from Kono, Sierra Leone.
And are you a Mende or a Timani or something else? Huh?
I'm in Madingo.
Madingo?
Yeah. Your Holiness, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
My question this evening, Your Holiness, we know one thing that Muslim and Christians all worship one God. I want to know whether Christianity accepts Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as a prophet. And secondly, I want you to clear to me the conflicting question about Jesus being the Son of God.
Huh?
Jesus Christ being the Son of God, as the Christians do believe.
Right.
So I want you to clear those two.
Inshallah, I'll speak on these questions, but rather briefly. Number one, although both Muslims and Christians believe that they worship one God and one alone,
Yeah.
but practically what you say is that in the churches of Christianity, they also worship Jesus Christ as some God.
Yeah.
So I can't understand how it could be one God and two gods at the same time. And they claim a sort of equation of equality, yet at the same time a position of a higher status for God the Father and low status for God the Son. You see, this is the contradiction within this claim. The problem is that if there is an equation of equality to the extent that three persons become one, this can only happen if there is total equation of equality, as if one is the other and the other is the one. But in practice, what we find in Christianity, they give light to this claim during their practices. They worship not only God, but also the Son, but they do not worship the Holy Ghost. And in some places where they worship the Holy Ghost, they also worship Mary, the Mother of God, and also worship so many saints. So where is the concept of equality left?
Yeah.
You understand the point?
Yeah, I understand the point.
And the second thing, what you said about the Son.
Yeah, I mean, the second thing is whether the Christianity do accept Prophet Muhammad as a prophet.
Oh, that's right. Unfortunately, they cannot do it without defiance to Christianity. You see, there is a question of human decency and a question of faith. For the sake of human decency, you cannot compromise religion and faith. So you should honorably express your inner views in kind words, of course, but the true views you hold. You can't choose words for the sake of other people, lest they should be offended. So when the Christians tell us, Holy Prophet is good, Holy Prophet Muhammad, we know it is not right for them to say Holy Prophet. On the one hand, they believe he is an